Map number 3, you know what it is. It's Big versus HellRaisers here as we head into Inferno, of course, how you had in every good best-of-3 series. We've had both teams pick up their map picks. Both maps go quite close, and now it's all up in the air.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a back and forth, I guess, in both maps, and then eventually one of the teams drags out and closes it out towards the end of it. But we'll see if it remains the same once we get into Inferno. It should be pretty equal ground, I suppose. Because it could come down, actually, who gets off to the better start. So into the pistol. This time, there is a kit on HellRaisers.
Yeah, Big double-naded the apartment's peak, and it tagged loud down to 70. So not the damage they would have hoped from a $600 investment, but what can you do?
I mean, at least it puts him in headshot range, right, with the Glock. Let's see if it actually comes into play at all. Big seem to have set their eyes over towards B. Smoke comes in. This is going to be a quick push from Xantares. And Smooya here. Look at the rotation coming in from HellRaisers already, though.
3 players already in the site. Quick tap from Nuki and the bombs dropped. Smooya has moved up and grabbed the USP. He'll be able to double down. So Big, these smokes are starting to fade. Yeah, the bomb, of course, is actually in the CT smoke. They need to grab that before it does dissipate, and they will. Smooya actually moving back towards Banana, though. For some reason, not looking to commit to this, maybe focusing on killing the flank. And now they have, they can go back towards A. What a huge call from Big, playing with their food here, and they're still going to get all the kills on this site. Xantares drops Issa. Angel's like probably wondering, where the hell is this bomb? And where are all the terrorists? They are
vacant at the site.
What a pistol. I love that idea, you know, to double back.
It's down to the fact that, as you said, the smokes are dissipating, and Smooya realizes that as he's picking up the bomb, so he knows he's not going to be able to get a safe bomb plan in. They don't have control deep into ruins. He's better off actually just securing banana control. Worst comes to worst, there's nobody in banana, and you know, allowed to have Lydia actually come in close to you with onto the bomb site. That strengthens up your positioning to actually get a bomb plant down.
And you know that with 3 CTs left, there's always going to be 2 CT, 1 banana, more often than 2 banana, 1 CT. So he's taking a safer bet there. Ooh, bit of a scout tag. How do you get tagged for 33?
I think it was Smooya who got tagged, wasn't it?
Yeah. He got tagged for 43 with a scout.
Yeah, it's through a pretty thick wall. Meaty one.
Chunky. 2 players on B here for HellRaisers. The scout is still long side. Not to mollies to clear out the top of B as well. We'll flash back in, but they're not going to aggress off the back of it. Probably Angel realizing his time is limited, so let's at least make some use of this utility. Has another smoke to throw down here, but Big are going to throw their own in CT. Ooh, taps connecting. Not going to commit. We still have 3 players on A for HellRaisers, so no rush for Big. But as that smoke starts to fade, they can begin to line up more utility now. A resmoke from Nuki will again slow them down, but let's see if they choose to go through it here.
If they're close enough, they might just pull the trigger.
I mean, they want to throw that smoke out.
Yeah, they want to throw their own utility in there. And we go. Yeah, that smoke is super late from Nuki. That's not going to do anything at all. Through he goes, and down he falls. Angel just kind of lost in the middle of no man's land as they pierce through the smoke as well. So 2 easy openings for Big. It's going to be a bomb plant, very likely around as well. Yeah, look at Oscar. No, I mean Lowell. He hasn't moved. He's stuck.
Just locking down the cart, you know.
Yeah.
Oscar hits a very fast shot above that smoke and does put Xantares down to 4. Follows up onto Smooya. He's got Xantares locked in. That's a very important smoke for Big to actually allow them to save these guns. Otherwise, the bomb would have ended their lives.
Decision actually jumping back in.
Oh,
okay then.
Later.
I wish I could have that accuracy with my scout.
Oh my dear lord.
Yeah, you need to get away here, Tijin. There you go. Don't want to run closer to the bomb with 11 HP.
3 players.
I was about to say, Xantares actually tucking himself into the corner with 4 HP. That you should know better.
Yeah.
You should have been in that position before. Oh, that's two weapons lost. Yeah, 2 weapons lost for no real reason. They definitely had time to move further down. Well, HellRaisers can be happy with that. They even hold on to the ZZ and Lowell with full armor and Oscar's scout. Still not out of it quite yet. Oscar, not surprisingly, gonna go. Oh, how does he even see anything?
Wow. I don't think he did. Just smoke in his face, and Smooya's face has been smoked as Oscar waits for the apps peak. He's still got no armor, so very susceptible to these rifles.
You can see Oscar being the only player over towards A as well. It's pretty big. With him finding the first kill, that's going to put a bit of a scare into Big, and 4-man stack might be the trap.
Oh,
it's going to bring. Oh, flash through.
Oh,
that's a bad flash though. It's not as efficient as you would have liked it to be.
And look at the pace that Big set immediately. They spot 3 players on B. They just start taking A control very, very fast. That molly to clear out Porch and another one down in the pit. Yeah, it's still been left. I mean, they have time. They can always go back towards B. They're just trying to take advantage of the fact that they can clear out some of the A side. They know it's weak, and they are doing the damage. Tizian tapping, third player to deal with, and he is clean as anything. Now, I mean, hell, you could even go B.
Yeah, but the problem is you have no idea where Nuki is, right? Very likely that because you haven't run into a weapon from Xantars who died in top mid, could just be hanging back at B, saving, but they're going to take the risk. Liggy actually going in completely alone as well. All right, gamble's going to pay off, and I don't think it's too likely for Nuki to attempt a retake here in this situation. Holding on to an AK, bringing that back into the next round can be pretty big, and you don't really stand too much of a chance of winning this out with no defuse kit, but all right, he's liking his chances.
Always worth a look in.
Might be the end of days for him, though, with that. It's pretty deep, so he's not going to be able to run out unless he gets a kill and dives down Banana, because bomb plant is definitely going to go off, and Tizian is somehow expecting it.
I mean, yeah, I guess that's the only position he really has to hold, right?
Well, Banana, I suppose, but then you would have expected him not to go for a retake, probably hang down in the bottom of pit, but yeah.
He was hidden behind the wood as well, so he couldn't have got spotted, at least by Banana. Talking of spotted, Tizian sees Angel's gun through the, or just on the edge of the wall there, and shoots through it, the box. And, I mean, how does he get away with 3 there? No idea. 4 in the round.
Super solid round for Tizian.
He's been really good today as well. He's been putting up a lot of numbers. Him and
getting
Xantars.
Important frags, right? Impact. See the updated odds here for the third map favoring Big. They've gotten off to good starts on every single map. Keep that in mind. This is not against the norm as well. HellRaisers had to battle back on Overpass. They did so in style. Let's see if this is going to be the same case on Inferno. Both these teams had pretty lackluster showings on Inferno the first time around we saw them. HellRaisers obviously losing to Force, and Big dropping the ball to Avantgarde. Let's see, timeout has been taken to talk things through. Oscar has an op in his hands. He's been very active about trying to peek in towards mid. We'll see if that maintains, I guess, with an op as well. I would imagine he plays it a little bit safer. One thing is having a scout. You're up against, well, better weaponry. You can kind of afford to take that risk. With an op, it's a big swing round. That might not be the case. So he's not going to go super wide. Falls back.
Just the walkout, but the flash gets Smooya into the pit. Notably enough, Legia doesn't have a gun here. We may be seeing him just try and save money and pick up a gun for one of his teammates if they die, but that might be an enemy's gun instead, because Xantars through the smoke catches Angel. Nuki looking for a trade, but he's got his own smoke down in his face and can't get anything from it. Legia is still just wandering around with a USP and a rifle round. I mean, there's 3 players no head armor, so in reality, you know,
there's a chance.
Yeah, there's a chance, but at the same time, you know, he doesn't know that.
He doesn't. I mean, considering the fact that Smooya has enough to drop an AK.
Yeah, I think it's more just like saving money. You know, if you play around the fact that if you lose a player or you get an opening kill, there's a free gun somewhere. So there you go. You can now take a gun
from Tizian. Not the gun he wanted to pick up.
No.
But Tizian, while going down, does a lot of damage onto Oscar at the very least. A B rotation coming out as well. So there's 2 players holding off to that B bomb site. Might not be something the Big expect. And they've committed pretty heavily with the bomb far up. They're going to have... Taps and peering in. That's bomb dropped as well.
Yeah, and Smooya's scared of CT, but there's no one there just yet. There's a rotate coming through, but the second player is inside of the site as well.
They use the smoke as well for Arch, and they don't have anything for B here.
He can watch the bomb from the top as well. They have to peek into him, and they don't check it. Legia flicks back for the frag. Oscar with 1, but Lau is already here in the spawn, and as said, no smoke. So free reign, and HellRaisers pick up a round.
That's a bit of a strange one. So they're split up 2-2. 2 players with bomb high up in Banana, and 2 players at the, not bottom of it, I guess top mid, but not actually into mid. And they still, obviously they want to sell a fake, but they don't have the utility left to actually get a proper B take off. unless they're chancing everything on getting immediate kills. That was the only way that was going to work out for Big.
Bit of a rough spot, but broken so easily, so early. HellRaisers win one round and Big instantly just eco. Not forcing up in this one, just the Eagles, the Allege spam. Is that what we're gonna call it?
I'm pretty sure Allege saw it on Reddit. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, but first pro to use it in an actual match and get value, like at least a high level match. Oscar, he knows, and he's gonna take down Xantares, gets a tag, but gets away as well. Big, looking like they want to chase that kill down. They throw in a long smoke. They're going to move through. Smooya getting shot in the face. That's got to hurt. Issa doubles it up as well. And Tabson alone in middle. He's been allowed to cross and get a gun, but he's going to get killed with a pistol. Oh my dear. Tabson with 2. He's found an AWP as well. He's got 2 one-on-ones. And Angel's going to give him one of them. Tabson, no way he's going to do this. The bomb's still back in second mid. He can just go back towards B. And Nuki's got to play the gamble game. Where does Tabson go?
He's got, well, the world is his oyster at this point, right? It's pretty much a straight-up gamble on the side of Nukia to find out where Tabson is heading with this, and he's going to swing around towards Apps. If this takes too long, Nukia might be expecting him to run down Banana.
Oh, this could be perfect for Nuki, because Tabson's got to make noise to drop off, or even if he doesn't, Nuki has that cross covered.
How long does he wait, though? Yeah, because now he goes down mid.
No, that's so unlucky.
He's out of sound range now. 15 seconds left. Bomb's going to have to come in at some point, though, before Nuki starts doing a double take.
Oh, this is just
masterful. Brutal. And he's so far away now that, yeah, he's going to realize eventually that it's not planted on B, but he needs to get a little bit closer.
Yeah.
There you have it. He does have a diffuse kit at the very least, but he's going to have a rough one finding Tabson in this spot.
Tabson is so scared that Nuki was close that he's not really gotten into a post plant. He's just playing on the site, and this is not really what you want with the AWP here. That being said, if Nuki starts to make noise, and he is, Tabson's got his number. Oh, missed shot. He's down to 5. Flash bangs out, and Tabson makes him turn, but he still can't follow up. Finally, the 3rd shot, and Tabson is a beast.
Jesus.
That is unbelievable.
That came out of nowhere as well.
It's a 1-on-4 P250 clutch.
Tabson would be the kind of player to nail that, though.
Of course.
It was looking so promising for HellRaisers. And just get broken right away. In that fashion as well. Oof. Yeah. The first 2 kills with the pistol, credit to Tabson, but you have to be a little bit curious as to what Angel is doing as he runs down Banana.
Yeah. Especially when the AWP was dropped up on mid. Angel, he's running down mid this time. Different position, but better success. He's going to find Tabson getting the revenge from the previous round, maybe. Legia coming out from that smoke, but he's so blind because the smoke's landed in front of him. Oscar missing the shot. Legia gets another chance, but he can't kill him, only putting him down low. And was that a team kill?
Yeah, Issa came out, well, I mean, Angel was screaming, you know, coming out B, and...
Don't shoot. I'm sorry, Corey.
Old school CSGO memes.
Back in the days where we had POV comms.
Yeah, those were the days. Tijin somehow actually gets away with that. What a kill. That was so labored. And it's low HP actually on 2 of the remaining HellRaisers players. With an AWP on Oscar, he's susceptible. Well, same thing with Nukia.
Oh my god, they are just bombarding him with these nades. Nuki's got to pull out the CZ, but it takes so long to construct. Oscar's going to get a kill through the smoke with the USB. He's just going to push this as the plant comes through. Legia sticking it, and Oscar's going to take him down right after. So at least the bomb plant's there for Big, but nothing more. And that will be another round for HellRaisers. So as soon as Big take one back, HellRaisers do the damage themselves.
This is so crazy. Like, these rounds are all over the place.
This is the exact kind of game we expected, though. Like high-level players
in a messy
scenario.
Yeah, very much so. So wish granted, I suppose. It does lead to quite entertaining rounds, you have to say that. Yeah, you see, this is such a labored boost. It's like, oh my god.
Just goes back.
In and out, in and out.
Oh, I hate the CZ for situations like that. When you miss a shot with the AWP, you pull it out, and then like 4 seconds later, I'm ready, and then you're dead.
It's not quite like the olden days, is it?
Good old days.
To be fair, I don't want to go anywhere near those days.
Yeah. I don't know. I want the PCAR 8 back, personally. Just to terrorize.
Fair enough.
Oh.
Wild spam through the smoke. It's going to land Nuki's first frag of the round. It is only pistols. Big could have toyed with the idea of buying up rifles and 2 players and stocking it up with pistols behind and utility, considering the economy on the side of the CTs, but decided to go for the long-term plate. And again, still damage to be done here.
Oscar's going to get met with these pistols. How does Smooya do that? Dinks him immediately on the peak, and his shot goes astray. 27 HP, and he's repositioned. Ooh, nice try, but that's not going to work. And
smelled blood.
Yeah. I like that deep off angle by Long. You know, you play to the left of the archway. Oh, you just taps him with a pistol. You just can't trust that man. He's too good. Drive by with a deagle, and either way, the round goes the way of HellRaisers, so they do save that AWP, and Big don't have their own, so might actually be a half-buy round for Big. It's looking like a Mac 10 B rush here.
Well done. Taking a page out of the French playbook.
Or Vega Squadron.
Yeah. Yeah, both Vega and Envy back in the day.
The old and the new. Man, where did Vega go? What happened to them?
They just kind of depleted, didn't they?
Yeah.
Much like that shot, just went into nothingness. Oscar not able to connect.
Maybe needs to do a little bit more hardcore parkour. Can't get up on top of the roof. And fast play from Big up short. Actually, he's going to get one, but they're already close by him. Tabson again with the P250, just annoying as ever. Lau getting dropped on the site by the Mac 10, and Big are making this round interesting. They've got a bomb plant on the site. They've got rifles on both players. This is not favored, but I mean, with the bomb now down.
And the utility.
Yeah, this really could be their round.
So do you want to drop the second smoke down for Arts? You've still got a Molotov as well. Going to flash Centaurs around the corner first. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, not expecting Oscar though. What?
Oh, that's the Yoska we know and love.
Yeah. Again, he's started off matches hot. We saw it on Overpass as well. With how close it was, could say that he was definitely one of the deciding factors for HellRaisers to bring it to a third, and now he's sitting at 14 kills.
Yeah,
a little bit
that.
ahead of the pack. Just a smidge.
He's got the same amount of kills as his team combined.
Yeah. Less deaths, too.
Well,
he's doing it all.
If he had more deaths than his team combined, then that would be a bit worrying.
And maybe he just has a bunch of people saving all the time. Who knows?
No, it's not Avantgarde. This is HellRaisers.
Oscar is all about that action.
Yeah, he's not a saver. He'll go for every clutch. Tara's getting mollied. He's got to smoke that out. Zal's chasing, but he gets spammed through it. Return fire from Angel, but Xantara's going through it. This is just madness. Every round is just...
And it's such a contrast from Overpass, where we saw teams just do default after default, slowly and steadily moving up the map, and here it's just balls to the wall. Oscar in familiar position, somewhere out on the map. Looking to be aggressive, and he needs to find information as well for his team.
Oh,
no.
Oh, no.
Oh, he's been spotted as well. That couldn't have gone worse for him.
No. And there we go. That's the A site, and that's the round.
Yeah, Big have gotten to 5 rounds pretty damn early here on the D side, you have to say.
They definitely look in control. I feel like HellRaisers are just relying on Oscar getting like 3 kills a round. So that's the plan. And Smooya, oh, he doesn't need to go back for the AWP. Leggy has already grabbed it, so that has been saved forward for Big, an upgrade for free. Double save on the B site for HellRaisers, but yeah, you know Big are hunting this down. That being said, they don't have their own money established, so...
Yeah, they can throw away a few.
You don't want to dedicate too much.
This is just jump spotting.
both sides.
Tijian's doing the same, yeah.
Is he trying to get on top of that?
Yeah, it's A for effort, I suppose. F for execution. But yeah, they don't seem too eager to dive through that smoke, so very likely for HellRaisers to be able to bring 2 weapons in to the next round. And they could buy behind this. Nuki's going to drop potentially an AWP for Oscar. Oscar can drop an M4. Issa could do the same, and you'll have a full buy on your hands. I guess that might be how they're discussing how they're going to distribute the money for now. On the side of Big, not really too much discussion needed. 5 rounds already. sets you up pretty nicely, especially because this kind of a buy-up from HellRaisers makes this into a swing round, right? Or it could be a 2-for-1 for Big very easily. We'll see what comes out of it. Big, surprisingly, I guess, grouped up. Obviously, you saw them play the first Inferno game. This is a lot better, I'd imagine.
Yeah, definitely.
And it is this day-by-day improvement that you kind of can expect to see out of fairly new lineups.
Yeah.
Every little day of practice does help.
That Inferno game was their first official with this roster.
There you go, right?
You know, obviously, probably one of the first times they played Inferno as well as this team. So, yeah, you got to always take that into account. 5-4 though to Big, and the AWP is back for Oscar. Let's see if he can keep up this madness that he's been giving us on the CT side. That's a great nade stack, but they actually bounce off the corner. The Molotov will land, but the smoke on top of it. Smooya does get AWP down middle by Oscar. That was a late peek from short side, and Smooya was still holding ramp. Angel just tucked in on the corner, can't leave because of the molly, and they know it. Nading him down.
Does have backup though from Nikki. For once, things have kind of calmed down. Still plenty of utility on the side of Big here to flush out anyone playing Banana. Leggy with the AWP as well. He could fire pot shots through the wall just for the sake of it. Shallow peek. Ooh, there's the pot shot.
Yeah, they're going to go for it again. One more will kill him. Yuki's got to be tucked in. Angel tries to help, but he's already so low. Taps and falls at the second hurdle, and Legia will trade, keeping it in a 2-on-3. The fast flank, though, and Legia, is he ready for it? No, Is going to drop the bomb. That's a massive kill. Tizian's at the top of middle. He's come out through the apartments, and he's trading places with the CTs. Smoke in his face. Molotov to try and cut them off, but Is going to go right through it and cross back to Banana. He's aware, but now the bomb's just under control. Lau's going to miss a shot. Tizian through the smoke, and Lau scope back up again, missing with the AWP. Tag coming through. It's so close, but finally he'll be able to get the finishing shot.
Third time's the charm.
Oh, this is strenuous rounds from both teams, really.
We thought it would have the makeup of a somewhat normal round once the nade throwing started waning in Banana, and then people switch positions, people are rushing down, trades are not happening, everything becomes a mess and a half. The odds from GG.Bet updated once again. As you can see, ever-changing as, I guess, in tune with the scoreline as well. Not too surprising. Now the tempo has been switched up here.
Yeah, and HellRaisers had no stake on Banana this round because they had no damaging utility, no incendiaries. Tabson's in CT spawn. They might even slow down and just let him work his business, but yeah, he's just going to commit to the wrap. Sneaking round, they line up, and Tabson continuing his fantastic form here on Inferno.
Beautifully done. So often you'll see players that are not Tabson kind of commit to a spray in that scenario. You think like, surely it's close enough, it's not going to be that hard to control, and then fluff it up. Or if not, you know, they might end up getting 2 kills, but they're going to take significant damage from it. Everything goes, or gets a little bit shaky, but Tabson's just so solid. HellRaisers, they're in a position to at least hold on to a fair few of their weapons, but 6th round for Big. If they can trade back and forth like this, they're going to be super happy.
Wouldn't be surprised if they even win the half like decisively at this point. This is getting rough for HellRaisers. Obviously, money is now going to be called into question again. They did get 3 saves, but with no real money left on anyone, with the exception of Oscar on a grand, you know, he can't even drop over a rifle unless you count the FAMAS, which of course you don't, because it's the FAMAS. So I imagine the other 2 players just forced by here. But even then, that's, yeah, it's not what you want to be.
Tempo change just really wrecking HellRaisers on that one. As you said, the big downfall is not just having utility to buy up there and contest for Banana early on.
They don't again.
Oof. Big recognizes it in the last round. Might do it again. It's going to be the same tempo. Centaurs has similar ideas at the very least. A smoke at least goes down from the side of HellRaisers. That's going to slow it to a grinding halt for now. But Banana control is still within the hands of Big. The presence here up in apps making a lot of noise. That's going to keep at least some players over towards the A-bomb side. Oscar's going to rotate once more. He's done this pretty often. If he doesn't find anything towards mid, is happy to switch up his position. He's going to get real aggressive. Is he going to expect? Oh, he's expecting it.
Oh, not the wide angle though, only for the boost. And Xantares is already on top of the wall with 2. That is a huge couple of opening kills, and Angel's coming back in. Now, they almost got caught by that AWP, but luckily enough, they're going to run right back towards A. I say luckily, HellRaisers still have 2 players on this bomb site, so
With
Big are walking into the advantage.
Issa gets the first frag, also able to reposition as well. Lowell tucked away. Nice.
Oh, nice. Ooh, Legia mid-air. It's actually Tabson to get the kill from short. That was a nice try from Lau. He had the smoke down for the Molotov and still a gap to fight, but so many players. Big walking into the more stacked side of the 2, and they still do it fine. Losing 1 man in the process.
HellRaisers again, though, with an opportunity to hold on to an op into the next round. I feel like they're always going to have a chance as long as Oscar has that available. Now, actually, yeah, we see a bit more of an aggressive attempt to hunt something down. Not with everyone. It's just Smooya. He's also the one with the most cash on their side. This makes sense. If Angel misses a shot here, he could be in dire straits.
Oh, he's getting jiggled as well. The reason he's like hiding and then peeking is he's trying to force the fight by being the initiator rather than just holding an angle and getting jiggled like Smooya is doing. But perfect play from Smooya.
Still held him back enough, though, to survive. And Oscar very likely to peer into mid once more. Actually, unless he has a spawn for Banana. It doesn't seem like it, though. Now, everything kind of just lives or dies by what Oscar's going to be able to do here for HellRaisers. They're already down on the CT side of Inferno. Could be extended to 8 here. It's the left side peek.
Ooh.
Somehow gets a tag.
Close.
Yeah.
He's going to go again. Back
I'd like
into
this.
second middle, and he just catches Tizian right as a player comes through the bottom of second middle. Xantara is, if he was there just a moment earlier, that probably would have been his kill. Tabson will grab one in the meantime. It's actually Oscar going down in mid again.
That's the big one, yeah.
Yeah, that's an irretrievable orb in addition. So Big are going to have that map control for free and keep that one locked down. Smooth's going to pick it back up. And now they start to wrap long side. The only defender of this is going to be Issa. Only just getting into position now, so he can cover the cross.
He has the deagle as well, so there's a one-shot potential. And Xantara's actually going to push forward.
Ooh.
Who gets the better angle?
Nice.
Issa. He might actually retrieve that AK as well. Smoke goes down. I guess it helps Big if they want to just pass through. But it is an AK in the hands of Issa, and he has light Kevlar as well, so no aim punch to worry about. Only headshots, really. Big starting to second-guess themselves here. Man down. Yet to suss out any of the positions from HellRaisers. They have 1 Molotov. Question if that goes down to pit or if it goes on site. Did he see the gun again?
Yes. Oh, that's not the first time. It's always Angel.
Tizian was shooting for this. Tabson did not. Could have been an easy kill.
Oh, into the meat grinder. Double D's from Lau, but nothing more. It leaves Smooya in a clutch. 11 seconds, and he knows they're right behind him. They're making a lot of noise. He's going to fake the plant once, but no, Nuki's already wide, and he was not ready for that one. A round for HellRaisers. That was pistols. That was. Yeah. I thought that was over, but Lau makes it a reality, and I mean, an opening kill for Oscar. That's great.
Yeah, and you can't really fault him for maintaining his aggression as well.
No.
He has to do that. He's the only one with an actual weapon in that round. Finds 1 opening pick. The more damage he can cause to the big lineup is it's going to be massive. So they do everything right, and a little bit curious if Tabson was unsure whether or not he could spam through that box or not, because we saw Tizian jump right on the opportunity when he saw Angel positioned in the exact same spot.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he assumed that Angel moved in a little bit deeper and that he couldn't have got the guaranteed kill. He would have given away his position, but they mollied right after. That's why it doesn't,
exactly.
You know, it's not like they were sneaking up and playing contact. They were making it very clear. Interesting, but
HellRaisers are going to be happy about it.
yeah, I'll take that round every day of the week. Issa's in the apartments here, and Oscar's back to middle. That's a close-range AWP battle. No one's going to get the better of anyone.
He's
Oscar
kind of trapped, though.
Yeah. Oh, he snuck out.
Oh, no! Misses the shot a little bit too fast for his own good.
That's just... He played that perfectly as well.
He really did.
He had the angle.
He knew what Smooya was setting up for.
Damn.
And that could be the start of the downfall for HellRaisers. Keep in mind, if they were to lose this one, there's not a whole lot of money to go around for the last round of the half. Big Slow down the tempo once again. Forward smoke to allow them to get up close without getting mowed down from pit. But there's nobody on HellRaisers currently set up there. Crossfire on site.
Ooh. Flashes in, and bomb is dropped immediately. That's a bunker down set up from HellRaisers inside of the site. Nice kill from Smooya, and Legia just drops on with the AWP. This is getting dangerous now for HellRaisers, and with another rotate killed, it might just be time to call in the save. Nuki has come through CT. Now, all 3 players are 50 or lower, so there's a world,
chance.
Yeah, there's a world where this is doable, but 2 of them are AWPs, so...
I really wish he had an AG at this stage.
Yeah.
And again, 2 players sitting at 3K, you're better off saving here if you're Nuki. Obviously, you can know the HP as well. You can have comms that they've been tagged up, but that could be anything from 50 to 1 HP.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's going to decide to go for the safe play here, and even if he does that, it's not going to be great in terms of money on the side of HellRaisers. Lowell, Angel really scraping the bottom of the barrel. This time you'd hope Big get far enough away to not die to the bomb. 2 for 3.
Old Dabbits die hard.
All habits die hard indeed.
Did I say old Dabbits? I think I did. Old habits die hard.
You're such a millennial.
Yeah. Oh, just that. Shooting too quickly after
yeah,
scoping.
he's just too fast for his own good.
Yeah. Too good. That's doesn't usually be a downfall.
What a problem that is to
Yeah.
have. You're actually just too fast.
That's stupid. I think the AWP should be fully accurate the second you scope in, personally. I don't know what you think.
Yeah, I thought so as well. It was the case on 1.6 where you could literally do the quick scopes.
Yeah.
That's not a thing in CSGO, which I kind of hate.
Yeah.
Talked actually to the CSGO devs back in 2014 about it.
Oh, really?
And no, that was 2015 I brought that up, because I brought up the pistol strength in 2014. After the Cologne event in 2014, when me and a bunch of the teams had talked about the strength of the pistols, they introduced the ZZ, so that didn't pan out.
They weren't listening.
And then after Katowice in 2015, when we had spoke to them about potentially adding quickscoping, because again, their game design is all about not necessarily making it impossible for an entry-level player to figure out how mechanics work.
Yeah.
Nice.
What did they say?
Again, there wasn't an argument for not having quickscoping, because it's a thing. If you master it, you gradually become better, so you're going to move up in ranks on matchmaking, right?
Yeah.
Because you master a weapon. That's putting in time, becoming an expert at it. So there wasn't really anything for it. But what they did when they came back from Katowice was put in the off-movement nerf. So that didn't really pan out either.
Kind of
so I just kind of stopped talking to Valve devs after that. And Issa. Oh, it was Nuki from the bottom. We'll give Issa the credit for that, yeah.
Tabson's been hurt as well. Lau knows he's in the pit, and he doesn't need to take this fight. He can just delay, let his teammates get in position. That's a safe decision, and he'll get the dig on the cross as well. 7 rounds on the half for HellRaisers.
Scraping by.
Yeah, not stringing together rounds, but at least making it respectable.
Yeah.
That could have been a lot worse.
Could have definitely been a lot worse, and they're winning rounds where they probably shouldn't be winning out.
Couple of them.
At least that's something going their way. One downside is we saw Oscar standing at 14-4. Very early on when HellRaisers had 3 rounds. He ended the half at 16 frags. So slow down a little bit. Luckily for him, Nuki, Lowell, they've been stepping up and picking up the pace here.
For sure.
That's why we're seeing them getting to 7 at the end of it. But Big can't be disappointed with what they delivered on the T side here. Again, much better than what we saw on day 1.
It's not over yet, though. Not out the woods here as we get into that second half. It's Big CT side of Inferno. Got the kit nade on Tizian.
You recognize where this is on the map?
Yeah, this is outside pit. Right?
Is it?
Is it?
Is it?
Am I right? Is it T-spawn? Where was it? It was outside pit by those apps.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to mess with you.
Yeah.
Just keeping you guessing.
I thought I had that one.
For a second, I thought you were going to be like, it's the outside of Banana, because you saw the logs there. I was like,
no.
Maybe.
I know where the majority of these things are.
Okay,
Sometimes I'll see something, I'll be like, wait.
Do you know where this is?
Not a clue.
Haven't seen it
Banana?
before.
Is that outside of pit?
Look how close he is, though. And this is one of the weird things, right? That hits a millimeter of the wall. He doesn't even do tag damage to Smooth. And you've seen him so many times peer into mid, and he gets people who pops over to Banana. Hits a way thicker wall.
It doesn't even look like he hit it.
Yeah, it doesn't. Hits a way thicker wall, still gets tag damage on that.
Part of me thinks that the server-side registration of the bullet that we saw hit the wall didn't actually hit the wall because of you know, how fast he shot after he scoped, and it's
There's
just like
always, like,
it's
some funky
client
things about
versus
that.
server, you know, and you, like you always see posts on Reddit about how client versus server is never consistent.
I hate that.
Yeah,
I think that's due to lag compensation.
yeah.
if
They
I'm not
fixed a lot
mistaken.
of it. They have fixed a lot of it.
It's gotten better for sure.
Think about like how bad this game was for so many years with some of the things like, you know, planting hitboxes and, you know,
Crouching.
crouch spam.
Yeah.
And there was so much just rubbish
The
in
game
this game.
today is
it's the best it's ever
it's a
been.
completely new title compared to what was released in beta in 2012. And that's a good thing. That's a great thing. CS has never been a better state.
We have been flaming Valve, but they have really been stepping it up this year, especially, I think, and even the last 12 months. So let's give them credit for that. Fast speed play, though, for Oscar. He is looking to start this round off with a storm, but he will...
Lone Warrior.
Yeah, just get ruined, basically, after one kill. Bomb dropped in middle. Bit of an interesting one. Smooya covering his teammates back from the boiler as Lau looks to get an angle as well, but Xantares is already ready. And yeah, that's the pistol. Already done.
Solid job from Big there. A little bit interested in hearing what the idea from HellRaisers was there initially with having Oscar attempt to take Banana by himself. He has a flash and everything, that's good, but might as well throw a second body out there, see what you can get with it. But nonetheless, Big win out the pistol, and that's also gonna make the odds from GG.Bet favor them a little bit more, 1.66 to 2.17. Big right now could be on for a string of rounds. It's a 4-spy in from HellRaisers, but not with AKs and whatnot, seeing how they didn't get a bomb plant, so it's going to be all down to pistols. But they've done well to scrap a couple of rounds together with mishmash buys. Doesn't start off in the best of fashion, though. Xantares gets the better of Oscar.
Smokes towards short. Xantares spamming, and he won't connect the kill. HellRaisers still just waiting around. He could always just go back to B. It seems like that will be the call. The bomb going through the underpass. Only one man here. Legia just playing the jump spot, but he has a utility. So if he spots a single player, throw down the nade, drop a smoke, and run back and call for a rotate. That's already coming through. Flash in front of him. Smoke at the corner. And HellRaisers might even just go through it.
They might, but that's a job well done from Legia. He's going to have an advantage any given time, and turns into a flash.
Hate to see that. Tabson going to get one through the smoke as he runs, but we'll have to give away this site. And HellRaisers can get the bomb plant unless Tabson goes through again. I mean, a flashbang would easily allow him to get aggressive, but it might not be needed because Xantares is already up Banana. No one stayed there for HellRaisers. They all pushed into the site, and they lost far too much map control for their own good. 10 rounds to Big, and no more money for HellRaisers.
Yeah, took them a little bit too long to get the bomb up on site. To get a bomb plant down. But you're going to be happy with that. Legia pretty much does everything he needs to do in order to have a rotation come in just in the nick of time. So you'd assume Big looking to get to 11 rounds here. Holding on to a lot of their MP9s as well, which is understandable. Just want to make as much cash as possible before we get into a buy round. Smooya is really keen on it.
I'm sure Big are confident at this point. They have certainly felt in control of this game, and that is not going to change in this one. 2 pistols left for HellRaisers. Xantares has pushed down the second middle as well. Smooya clearing close, but Lau's just ducked, holding the apartment to push, and Angel is T-Apps, T-Spawn more like. Not anymore. He'll get back to T-Spawn in a second as Big take an 11th round. Here's the buy. Do or die now for HellRaisers. Couple rounds left in the bank, or they might be out here of the GG.Bet Invitational.
Yeah, Oscar contemplating whether or not he wants to get an op in his hands, and he does. He's one of the few oppers that seems to make it work more often than not here on the T side of Inferno. Still has to go up against a lot of utility on the side of Big, but they've decided to keep all their MP9s.
Why not? I like a good old bonus, yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, if you can't go for a bonus at 11-7, when can you?
Very true. That goes down as well. It's going to be a bit of an issue for Angel. He's going to have to throw out a smoke, so utility being wasted already is a good sign for Big. Nobody tucked away by Woods, so nade ineffective. Oscar's gotten himself into corner position up in top mid, peering towards quad. He's going to get smoked off for now. Xantares is seemingly aware of what might be. They're going to boost up on top of the roof. If they're quick enough about it, this could work out really well.
And there it is. Oscar getting picked up as Xantares goes above the porch. It's not the player you want to lose early on. Re-molly right down as well, so Issa might catch a kill through it, but Xantares just sprays the boiler and gets away with that frag. So annoying. That must have been to experience. 5 on 3, and HellRaisers is going back towards the B bomb site. Big are very passive. Re-smoke coming down towards B from Tabson, and now Angel's just got to hold on. They've got one smoke, and that's all the utility HellRaisers have, so I imagine that'll go towards CT, but at this point, Smooya has read them like a book. Only one lurk towards A, and Lau, he's just missed the timing, but he still might catch Smooya. He has heard it. But he's still going ahead of it.
Oh, he's waiting. He knows he can't reach the top of Banana in time. Smart play from UK Hope.
And he just runs back because it's 15 seconds. They know they have to go towards B, and he's not going to let them run back towards that A site. And Leggy's just running through Molotovs. Fair enough.
Couldn't have had a better bonus round than that, could you? Everybody staying alive, everybody getting upgraded weapons, and you're going into the next round really just stacked for cash. Smooya is sitting at 8.5, Centaur's at 8.2. This is going to be such a struggle for HellRaisers to get back into, and they're half buying into this one, but what do you really do? Flashes, you have nades, no Molotov, well, one Molotov on Lowell, but bigger into supreme position right now.
Fast second mid play with the mollies and apartments for HellRaisers. They might just charge mid here. Xantares better run. He's got full utility, but gun out, ready for a fight. Smooya going to take Issa down. Xantares waits. Now they have wrapped long already, and you see if Big realize this. Nuki's got the attention of Xantares diverted, and he's not going to be watching alongside while he gets wrapped. So Angel drops him with a P250, and the bomb does go down. Lau getting caught moving back into the apartments, and Tabson knows exactly where Angel is. Good nade. Angel going to get aggressive, though, trying to force a gunfight, and Tabson's ready for it. 12 rounds now, made 13. And look at the Molotovs over that site as well.
Carpet bombing.
Yeah.
Super important for Tabson to find the early pick on Lowell there once he gets into the side, because if Lowell can get into position with the op, he's going to have such a good angle to pick off players from Big trying to move in from our side. Could have swung the round entirely. The HellRaisers do damage, but then again, so many players on Big side sitting above 10K. Uphill struggle. That's the name of the game right now. You can see the updated scoreboard as well. Oscar not really coming into his full on, and Angel having a real rough one. 3-18. I guess usual suspects over on the side of Big and Xantares and Tabson leading the charge. I'm happy to see Xantares actually having big performances as well, because when he first joined this German squad, definitely didn't live up to his, I guess, assumed potential, or what we expect out of him from what we'd seen in Space Soldiers. But obviously, there's quite a big of an adjustment to make.
It's always Smooya and Lowell in standoffs. Oh, they heard that tag as well. Issa takes him down. And Tizian trades, but does he realize there's another man coming up from bottom stairs? They didn't go ahead of the Molotov, and the Xantares has mid locked down, so they can't chase him in Boiler. This is going perfectly for Big.
Somehow working out really well.
Yeah. Nice trade, though.
Yeah, didn't expect Lowell to push through. Oh, he's been spotted.
Ooh.
Still wins it out. All right, then. Gives the chance here for HellRaisers to get back onto it. Legia playing close to the smoke.
Oh, what? Oh, he walked back.
Funky way of spreading, though. It was like
into library.
Heart-shaped, yeah.
That was weird.
Like, it definitely got caught off by that. I think most people would have. Tabson 1v3. Not very high probability of actually winning out, but if you can find some frags as HellRaisers depart the bomb site, that could be pretty decent as well.
Oh, Tabson. He's trying to make it costly. He's found one.
Mission accomplished so far.
No damaging nades to throw into the pit there as the two players save. No, it's a deep.
Yeah, it's a deep
default. Otherwise, Lau definitely would have been dead.
We've seen enough people die to the bomb so far.
I think you lose like 60 with a default plant if you're back pit. 65.
Yes, something like that. I think it's between like 58, 65.
Yeah, something like that.
That area.
But deep plant, so didn't have to worry. He was on 40 anyway.
Yeah. You don't have to move the bomb very far for the damage to fall off pretty rapidly.
That is true.
HellRaisers win the round, though. That's the more important thing for them. They still have quite a ways to go, but They're inching closer, and that bank of Big is slowly starting to whittle away. They should have another buy-in even if they were to lose this one, but step in the right direction for HellRaisers.
Ooh. Gotta be careful. Those mollies are at his feet.
Oh, the boost coming out from Tabson. He's going to be able to spot anything at all.
Oh.
No, Oscar's just so aware.
He's always ready for these little cheeky plays, and they knew that Legia had to be close because that boost just came through. So Angel clears the corner and takes B, and with that, maybe the round, because HellRaisers have got a 5-on-3 and Big aren't even considering it.
They're so far removed. With the aggressive positioning, we get 2 quick kills. That's pretty much always a guaranteed round for the T side. No chance of rotating in time unless you've already cheated over, and considering there was still being pressure put on towards apps, there's no real reason for Big to actually do or make that kind of a play. 9 rounds about to come in for HellRaisers.
Al might walk late apps and try and find one of these players in the pit. We'll see. I mean, with the fact that everyone else is pushing up towards the library, you would assume, but Lau is taking his time here. And he's too far away now, so won't be able to get anything. Oscar actually loses his AWP, and they don't have the money for that. They need to pick that up. Big Molotov from Smooya as well there, because he knows he can try and lock it down if they grab it. Will Angel get it in time? I don't think so. Oh, he just did. Yeah, nice try from Smooya, but only so much you can do. Angel's also on 4 kills right now.
Yeah.
Not great.
Just not having a good time.
No.
I think he ended the first half with 2. Definitely needs to come alive here. The rest of the team has started to catch up to Oscar at the very least. That is something to work off of. Yeah, need the in-game leader of HellRaisers to start fragging out.
I mean, they'll take anyone at this point. A couple of rounds in a row. No. And again, this apps push from Smooya.
Yeah. Question is he going to get spammed once more?
Lau's a little more passive this time.
I think Tizian also has a better angle for it to... Oh, no, actually doesn't. So Issa can sneak in here and do the same thing again.
Oh my god.
Rinse, repeat. Well, actually, Smooya's got to hold the position. This is them learning. Tizian's going to get both of the kills, actually. And they get out as well.
That's impressive.
Very well done. Just having the presence of mind to be aware of the situation enough. Also recognizing that HellRaisers have been doing this a fair bit on their defaults. Very nice. That's actually one of the things that Na'Vi for the longest time did. That we said Edward and Flamey alone in AAPS 15 out of 15 rounds, more or less. And no teams would ever actually pressure them on it. This is big. They had other minds or other ideas in mind. Now tucked back into the site. No cheat rotation just yet. With that smoke coming down, you could assume that there's going to be a reaction from Xantares.
Not a lot of time though. They've got to get these kills to get this plant, and the flash into pool is perfect. Tabson gets a kill from the back of the site. Full rotate in now for Big, and HellRaisers haven't even gotten onto the site yet. Oscar does the work with a Molotov, and Angel, big couple of frags from him. He's been having a rough one, but he steps up at an important point. Plant is in now for HellRaisers, and Big on the 2-on-2 retake. Great nade. Will they be able to follow up with further damage? Oscar's gone back towards CT. He's going to re-aggress. He really wants to take these fights, but that flashbang is so perfect. Tizian not watching it. Oscar's going to get the kill and just scopes up and plays patient. Knows the pressure is now going to be on Smooya to make a move. He's got utility. He could actually force Angel out from behind the boxes, but he's got to deal with Oscar first, who's still holding the same angle. And Angel's going to get it done. What a round from him. Goes from 4 kills to 7. And HellRaisers, double digits. This is still going. They are making this happen 3 in a row and still yet to break the economy of Big.
Yeah. The fact that they bring that back from a 3v5, though, is the real big thing. Yeah, as you said, Angel being able to step up at the right time. Crucial. A little bit curious as to... Oh, that's a nice flick onto it. I think Big definitely could have taken their time. More so. Tabson does get forced out by the Molotov, so there's not a whole lot of choice he can make with it, but I think the 2 remaining players, Xantares being the rotator and the I think it's Leggy on site, could have just played and waited for HellRaisers to move forward, because they weren't getting anywhere, even if they did kill Tabson.
That is true, and Little mistakes showing through for Big at a dangerous point. This is still in their control right now, but it could certainly slip with HellRaisers having built up a bank in these last few rounds. Issa catching Smooya. It's actually a 1-for-1. Make that a 2-for-1, because Issa follows up onto Xantares. Smooya did drop Oscar down mid in the meantime, but that AWP gets picked back up, and Issa will take it with low HP as HellRaisers set their sights back on B.
Such a dangerous position from Smooya to play. Nobody was up in abs. There's no coverage whatsoever. Angel is really coming alive here.
What a moment to have this.
Again, Big forced to save. Lowell's still hanging around, though, so it might not be such an easy task. Well, Tizian gets the better of him in that scenario. But yeah, Smooya having no coverage from Boiler, an area that HellRaisers have used plenty so far in this matchup, especially during their defaults. So sticks around a little bit too long. Even if he finds Oscar, trade is just really difficult to deal with. This even messed up his own Molotov, so that landed on top of his feet. So he was pretty much pressed for time. He had a ticking bomb on him to find that second kill on Xantares and actually being able to escape his own flames.
Well, the ticking bomb this time in favor of HellRaisers. That'll be 11.
Yeah. Oscar's made it to 20 at this stage. Angel, as we see, climbing up the charts.
Double his kills in 2 rounds.
Not bad. Very much needed. Now, finally, we're looking at a potentially broken Big here. They could fall for the temptation of dropping 2 weapons and buying up behind it. It's very well done from Issa, and so important as well. He dies there. No real place to go for HellRaisers. Right now, they're attacking both bomb sites more or less at the same time, which is a bit of an issue for the CTs. They don't really know if they can stack up safely towards one bomb site. Being kept honest, this time it's going to be Smooya over towards B. So a bit of a change-up in setup. Also, because he has a weapon. How is Tizian? Yeah, that's the 3rd time in a row Tizian's gotten the better of Lowell. Hasn't beaten Naps.
Oh, no.
That's quick.
That's a very important kill. That's the AWP dropped, and Xantares can pick it up. It's in the smoke. He's got it, and he's got out. So double AWP here for Big now, and a 5-on-3. We saw HellRaisers win this last time in a B play.
It's not a guarantee.
Yeah, but you'd think that Big would have this one under wraps this time at least. That being said, full utility for HellRaisers to go for this execute, and Smooya is going to get nullified by a smoke. Surely they won't take this fight. Surely they'll just flash him off. Flash goes through, and he takes a blind shot, not connecting. HellRaisers are in the site. They're going to go through the smoke. Pistols out for Legia. He's ready on the other side. Swaps out to the AK, and I mean, this could have been around for HellRaisers. They got the site without any deaths, but that kill, that will change everything. Now it's just Issa, and Smooya's going to run in with a pistol. The trade is already in sight, and Big lock in 14 rounds. That's an optimistic play to go through the smoke.
Yeah. Probably hoping that the flash that was thrown for Smooya was going to be close enough that they've already rotated around towards Ruins. If that is the case, then it becomes a brilliant play, right? It's high risk, potentially very high reward. You're not really at the liberty of doing this too much if you're HellRaisers. Big inching closer to map point, also series point.
Desperate times do call for desperate measures, so I can somewhat understand that. Oscar on the AWP, but Smooth's holding the walkout.
Now then, back into apps for Issa and Lowell. Ooh. Here's the secondary op. All right then.
That's all they needed.
It's definitely. So another 5v3. Issa has made it down into Boiler. This time, Smooth's not in an exposed position. Xantares has his back as well. That's solid. Lowell is not ran into Tizian just yet, but he might do so very soon. Well, 4 for 4 in the last couple of attempts for Tizian. Been a rock over towards that apps.
Might just have to be the save for Issa. He's not got the bomb. He's been pushed down Banana as well. Not that he knows that. At 50 seconds, I mean, that's a lot of time to try and hide. You know Big want to take away this gun and make it as painful as possible, as expensive as they can. Smoke down in the ramp. It keeps Issa contained. Oh, don't tell me he's going to get spammed. Oh, he's going to walk through to his death.
Might be thinking it.
Not going to happen. 15 rounds to Big, and they are 1 away from eliminating HellRaisers here in the GG.Bet New York Invitational. No chance to go to New York unless they can pull this one back, and Big will fight for another day. But we still have a buy round for HellRaisers. I mean, I say that. Two rifles.
You say that, you're right.
Yeah.
It's 2 AKs and pistols to boot. This, I guess, was the kind of buy that they salvaged them a fair few times in the first half.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a limit to how many times you can pull that off at a game. Smooya not going to find anyone in mid.
Oh, leg.
Finds the toe.
Bit of a manicure. Angel fast up long. The Molotov's in front of him. He desperately wants to go into long, into Arch rather, but he can't. That's a great flashbang. Legia peeks off of it, but he can't get a kill. It's going to be Xantares finding blood. Issa gets one with the deagle, but at this point he's going to drop on the cart. Lau with the trade, and Xantares flash back into the site. The bomb's still in the open, and Xantares won't let them pick it up. 2 kills, and the last one, just 1 bullet. 16 rounds to Big, and that is it. Sending HellRaisers out of this invitational, out of New York, and Big live to fight another day.
They do. So, again, much improvement from what we saw on day 1
Definitely.
out of Big. Good sign to see out of them. The, I guess, usual suspects firing off on all cylinders for the better part of that best-of-3 series. Great signs for the future, if you want to look at that. So we have 16-11, 16-11, 16-11, 16-11 for the 3 maps. And both of them, well, all 3 of them actually had pretty similar ways of playing out. Pretty close first half, and eventually one of the teams finds a bit of distance and doesn't give it up.
Yeah.
So both teams actually doing a pretty good job of closing out games when it gets to it.
Oh, there we go. Big moving forward either way. It's kind of what we expected coming into this series, but glad to see them pull through, of course. We do have one more best-of-3 series. It's going to be B-Pro up against Sprout.
So more Germans Counter-Strike.
Yeah, let's go. Okay, that'll be you and Dinko. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with the next best-of-3 to see who else will be eliminated here. Join us after the break.